Well guys, we are back, so welcome back. It has been a while. We're over here at Wolf's place. We just deposited a whole bunch of poppies and red dye. Stopped converting it after a while. But this is all from AFKing the iron farm while we're on vacation. I also helped her with a few things. She's got some cool stuff going on over there. But we won't be checking that out because I think she might actually be trying to get into YouTube as well. So that'd be cool. We'd have a few people on the server who are doing it, but we're not over here for any specific reason. I think I'm gonna grab some XP. I know last time I left you guys, we were in the underwater temple, and okay, thank you, Windows. Please go away. I hope you guys can see that. Okay. Or hear that. Anyway, stupid Windows. So I'm gonna head over, I'm gonna get some XP because I gotta combine a bow. I don't need to combine a bow, but I'm going to. And when we're back, I will have my sponges and we will be back in the underwater temple, and that'll be that. So I'm on my way back over to the ocean temple, and this is taking way too long. Now, I could increase this out to be 3 wide, but then it wouldn't match up with another portal, and then I would have been able to do a rail back and forth, but yeah, instead of that, I think I'm just gonna compressed ice the entire floor and just boat everywhere. This way here, I don't have to worry about, you know, different rails to different people's houses. I think I'm even gonna rip up the rail that goes to the villager, give all the rail back to Dick, he's the one who put it down, and just put a few boats at, you know, the nether portals so people can just pick them up and ride to wherever they're going. I feel like that's a much better option than the rail, so I'll probably make another portal in this episode over to compressed ice and do some gathering off screen. But yeah, let's head over here. We're going to empty out all the water that's in the entire place, hopefully in one go, and I'll be back when I have something to show. Considering this was my first time using sponges, I don't think it went so bad. As you can see, I've gotten the whole top level done. I took out almost all the water on this level, except the giant rooms. The sponges were great for these small little rooms, but once you get to a big one like this, it didn't even put a dent in it. As you can see, I barely got rid of the top level, and I used like 12 sponges in there. So rather than waste time with the sponges, I have sand here, and I filled my ender chest with sand. So I'm just going to go through and sand the whole thing because I'm tired of messing around with it. So I'm going to take care of that. Hopefully this will get rid of all the water then, and we will be back. As you guys can see, I've been a little hard at work here. I've been clearing it all out using the sand, and I got all the way down there, and I stopped and I realized that I don't think I'm doing this the right way. Like, even if I clear all this out, there's still going to be the water up top. So I think I'm going to stop doing this, say screw it. I'm going to do blue glass all the way around, blue stained glass, all the way around the entire thing first. And then I'm just going to rip out the temple, let it all flood, and then just fill it in with sand. Now that's going to take a lot of sand, but I'm also going to build something under the sand so that I can like flick a switch basically and break all the sand, so I don't have to worry about, you know, the usual problems. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Well, we're gonna go make a whole bunch of glass. All this sand that I've got, I'm gonna turn it into blue stained glass because I'm pretty sure even this full inventory isn't even gonna dent what we need. So I'm gonna gather that up and I'll start putting the blue glass around just to get an idea of how many we're gonna need. So I'll be back in a little bit. Well, I don't have enough to complete the whole project, but as you can see, that and there, I have enough to at least get started. So I'm going to go out there, see how much this does. I know how many stacks I have, and see how much of a dent I put in it. So this way here I know, you know, about how many I'm going to need. So let's get to work. Alright, so I've gone through all the glass, and you can already see some of it. I tried to mark off the corners, but I ran out before marking off that one. There's 12 blocks left to the surface, and hello Guardian. I did not go all the way to the bottom because I haven't decided on how I'm going to design this, and this is the last layer where Guardians will spawn. So I don't know what I'm going to do below it, but I do know that I need to at least finish all the way up to the surface here. So I'm going to have to go destroy a desert, and I don't know if I'm going to do that right now or if I'm going to go gather compressed ice and do the back and forth, because back and forth is taking forever going through the nether. So I may do the compressed ice first, we'll see, but I'll be back in a little bit once I've done some resource gathering. So I was coming back and I was tearing through all of my extra stuff, and I made sure I couldn't pick any of these up. These are all the fishing poles that I had left over from all of my fishing. Well, not all of them. There were some down in the actual fishing farm. And this will be the last that we need to have an entire half chest, well, single chest, an entire one filled with perfect rods. So that'll be a good backup since we already have a single chest over at the shop. So I won't need to care about making any pretty much for the rest of the server. So I just thought this was a kind of cool thing to just see. Like, it looked cool to me. I thought you guys might want to see it. All the floating enchanted fishing poles. But anyway, I'm gonna go back out and get some more resources. I've been working on sand. I made a new way through the nether to desert, so I don't have to worry about it. And I also dug out a way over to a compressed ice area. Ice spikes biome, that's the name of it. So maybe I'll pop in and do a little something over there if something cool happens, but otherwise I'm just gonna do resource gathering. So, as I mentioned, I had set up another portal, and yes, you see what I see. I set up another portal so that I could come over here and pick up some stuff, but I never went through it, so I didn't know what it had. And apparently, not only is there a village, which I'll need to bring over some paper so I can see if he's amending, but it also has a desert temple. Like, seriously? Alright, that was perfect placement. Oh, hey, how's it going? Get away. I haven't checked out these village traders yet. Oh, wait, what you got? What you got? Feather falling, that's not bad. I actually had a hard time getting that. So, yeah, I'm gonna look around here for a little bit before I go to get some more sand. But definitely excited about this. This is awesome. So after a little bit of exploring and filling up on all the goodies from inside the sand temple, desert temple, whatever you want to call it, I was counting the villagers, and best I can tell, since they move around it's hard to count, but this has 5 librarians. 5 in this tiny little village. Like, the majority is librarians. Yeah, I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and there was a 5th one over here somewhere. Oh, I can see his head right there. But yeah, let me see if I can get a, let's see, white coat. So yeah, we definitely need a lot of paper so we can find out if any of these guys are our mending book guy, and if so, we need to, like, trap him hardcore, make sure he can't die or disappear or anything like that. Like, put him in a room of doors or some stupid thing like that. I'm gonna move the nether portal inside, and then I'll drop off my stuff and get to work. But yeah, this is awesome. Alright, so we have finished the glass wall around the outside. Again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna need to go down lower. All I did was the bare minimum for now. And as you can see, we don't have any spawning out here. They're all inside. So the wiki was right. They only spawn where the temple is. So I need to figure out, I guess I'm saying so. I need to figure out how deep I need to make this to kill them and all sorts of stuff, because as I've mentioned multiple times, I have never really done 1.8, so I've never made a guardian farm, I've never done the clearing out, and also I'm going to go with sand on top of the temple. I know I mentioned before that I might rip out the temple, let water fill in, and then go, but that seems absolutely dumb. The amount of sand that I need extra, it'd just be a nightmare. So yeah, I guess more sand to drop it all in, but for now, I'm not doing that. For now, I'm actually really annoyed with the amount of time it's taking me to go back and forth between everywhere that I'm going. So Ah, gotta stop saying so. I'm thinking put compressed ice at this level and then boat in the too high. Now usually I don't like too high because I like to be able to jump and feel like it's not so claustrophobic. But I was thinking there's a lot of times where you pass through the portal to go through to another area. And if this layer, like I were to remove that and put down compressed ice, then when I hit the obsidian I'd go super slow. But if it was raised up, I'd pass over the obsidian since the boat is too wide. I'd pass right over the obsidian without ever touching it and go onto the compressed ice on the other side of the portal and just zoom right through. So I think that's how I'm going to do it. Let's go get some compressed ice and start throwing it down. So, we've been over there gathering packed ice. It's taken forever, and it's done a number on our shovel. So, after I place this all down and see about how far we're going to make it, this is the Ocean Monument portal. As soon as I place this all down, I'm going to have to go over and repair. So, I'm going to get to work on that. And I've got a quick tip for you guys when I get over there to repair. So, I'll be back. Alright guys, we have it in all the way from the Ocean Monument all the way to the sand, so let's ride this thing. Oh yeah, look at that speed. Where? Ah, of course there wasn't pigmen when I just did this a second ago. I need to figure out something with the pigmen. Oh, this is bad. Guys, this is bad. You know what? It's that time. Piss off, pigmen. Here we go. Way! And... oh, I really need to figure out how to do those turns. What am I stuck on? Whoa, what? What? Alright. We glitched there for a second, but we're good. Alright. I'll get used to this. It's gonna be hard the first few times, because I don't know how to drive this thing. But look at this speed, guys. Seriously, look how much faster this is. Minecarts can't go this speed, nothing can. Look at that, and we're already there. Alright, so I'm gonna go repair my shovel, and I'll be back when I have some spiders built up so I can show you guys the tip. As you guys can see, we are at about 130 spiders. I was gonna stop at 100, I AFK'd a little too long, but I've got my armor on, I've got a sword in my main hand, and the shovel I want to repair in my offhand. So that's 6 mending. So if I kill these guys, or at least shut them up, then... oops, swung too soon. Then when they die, the XP will be checked versus all 6 mending items. And if it's something that's already fully repaired, then it'll go straight to my levels. So if you want to repair something super fast, you would take off your gear. You would take off a main hand or offhand or whatever, and you'd only have the 1 mending item. So, as you can see, even after this 100 and something, I want to make sure that I get them all. There we go. I'm barely going to repair this shovel. And then I'll wait another 100, and I'll show you guys that. So, we got a few seconds. You can see it bobbing over there. Come on. See how it's not bobbing? Oh, there we go. Every time it bobs, it's getting an XP orb. Almost. So that, by the time it was done, that was about 150 that we killed. So I'll even only do 100 to show you guys the difference. You can see how little that's dented it. So I'm gonna AFK these guys again, and we'll be back. Well, once again, I have AFK'd a little longer than I expected. I'm up to 170, but if I were to take off all of that, kill all these, sorry, it takes a second. There. Alright, and switch to it. You can see it's not stopping the bobbing up and down. It's just non-stop pretty much, but you also see that our XP bar isn't going up. Do you see the difference in how fast that shovel gets repaired? it looks like we're going to full repair that shovel off of just that 170, when last time with 150-ish, we barely dented it. So that's just the quick tip. It makes a huge difference to just take off your gear real quick. Yeah, we full repaired that. There's even still enough left to probably full repair this pickaxe as well. But I will get back to work. I need more compressed ice or sand. I don't know which one I'm going to harvest, but we'll be back when I figure it out. As a quick thing, I realize that I've been absolutely retarded. So I've been trying to break packed ice with a shovel, and you guys probably have been yelling at me, telling me I'm retarded. But as you can see, it takes forever to do that. If I use just a Silk Touch pickaxe, it's insta-break. I've spent so much time. I'm gonna go make myself a Silk Touch pickaxe right now. Like, are you kidding me? I've been doing... Alright, guys. So we're down here at my fishing farm. We just went through and gathered up all the books we'll need. We've got Efficiency 4, Unbreaking 3, Silk Touch, and another Efficiency 4 with Mending. I sat here and I thought about it, and I was like, wait a minute. Why would I bother to, carry a fortune pickaxe? I couldn't think of I couldn't think of an upside. So I'm only going to carry my Silk Touch, and I'll keep my fortune in here. Because if I'm gathering coal or anything like that, I can always gather the block, ooh, excuse me, bring it back, and then harvest it with my fortune, and it'll save me room while I'm out there, because say I break a coal block or a redstone block, instead of getting like 4 or 6 things or whatever, I'll only get the 1 block back, so it'll save me a lot more trips back when I'm out mining. We're going to need to go back over to the spider spawner though, because we have nowhere near the levels we're going to need to combine all this. So off I go. 2 quick things. First off, I want to show you guys what it looked like before and what it looks like now. To get all of that full inventory, I had to do that. Now that doesn't seem too bad. That's actually kind of quick, right? This is what it's going to be now. Yeah, this is going to go a little faster. Just a tiny bit. So, the second thing. I need a name for this. I already have my good luck charm for my fortune pickaxe. But what do I name this? I have no idea. Yeah, I got nothing. So let me know down in the comments if you've got a good name for this. And oh my god, this is so much better. This is going to be a lot less painful. Alright, I'm going to get to work. Okay, that wasn't an accurate representation. I've already got this much. It's only been a tiny bit. Look at this. You guys ready? Seriously, that compared to what you just saw with the shovel. I've only been out here for, I don't even know, like 2 minutes, and I already have that much. Before, it took me, no joke, at least 3 hours out here to fill my inventory. This is amazing. So yeah, quick tip, guys. Always go pickaxe for compressed ice. If you didn't already know. Oh. What? Okay. Apparently I missed one up there, but I took damage from nothing. But, yeah, if you guys didn't already know, that's the way to go. Oh. There's an invisible block. There we go. Alright, hate when that happens. I just lost a torch to it, but oh well. Torch for a compressed ice, fair trade. Alright, I'm gonna get back to work, but yeah, this is so much better. So, we have put down an entire inventory's worth, and in the interest of not stealing all of Dick's stuff, we have now given that all back to him. So, we can get anywhere we want inside the nether in a boat now. And let's go check that out. Come in. So, Dick, if you're watching this, and you haven't already logged in and found it, that chest right there is all your stuff. So, he's the one who put down the rail originally. He dug out to my nether portal and everything else. It was a huge help. But, here we go. So even though I don't have that block over here done yet, I can still go across. And I actually think this might be a better idea. I may go through and rip them all up, because then you can push mobs down into that little hole and bypass them. So, instead of going and getting more, I think I'm actually going to rip up half of what I've already done, which kind of is a pain in the balls, but at the same time, if it's going to be more functionality... Oh, crap. Apparently I missed a redstone torch, so I'm going to go give him his redstone torch and rip up half of this, so we'll be back. Alright, so I was on my way back, and hopefully all of my alright was in there, but I found these guys, and if I pop out, they just kept scooting into here, so I can just keep murdering them. This might be some kind of farm idea for future reference. Maybe I can figure out some way to get them to just keep going into a boat. But yeah, anyway, let's keep going with what I was saying. If anybody knows why this is happening, please let me also know, because they don't exist, but they completely do. I can't hit things through them. Like, it's very weird. I got rid of the ice underneath them and they just float. I can't hurt them. They don't move. This has happened quite a few times, actually, but only in the nether. So I don't know if this is a 1.9 bug. I'll have to do a little bit of research for that, but very, very odd. My boat just lifted into the ceiling and broke. Alright, something's definitely going wrong with the server right now. I'll be back. Well, we have another problem. Before it was ejecting me out, yeah, I made a new boat. It seems to work fine. I just flew all the way from Ocean Monument all the way over to here in this thing. It's still fast, not rubber banding, no nothing. I don't know what happened before, but as you saw, I just got stuck in the roof. I had to break it because I was actually suffocating in it. So we are going to have to raise this up after I finish taking out the compressed ice. So I'm going to get back to that. Guys? Yeah, this is happening right now. Yeah. Came back to my base, started, you know, going around doing stuff that I needed to do, checking my coal situation, you know, the normal stuff. And I had 7 creepers, 7 inside my furnace, plus 2 skeletons, plus 2 zombies. There wasn't even room for all of that. I think there may have even been 4 skeletons. I may be wrong on that. But yeah. There's absolutely no way they all fit in here. You guys have seen how little room I had when I built this thing. And it was like the creepers were bugged like the blocks that we saw in the nether like a few seconds ago. It was just creeper after creeper. So, wasn't fast enough. Lost a chunk. Gonna have to do base repairs. I don't know, guys. The server's been fucking retarded lately. But I gotta get to work. I was in a bad mood after the last bit with the creepers, well, the entity bug. It's not a specific to creepers bug, and oh my god. I got off of Discord telling people I was going to record, and they're hitting me up on my phone now. There we go. I forgot to mute it. Sorry, guys. So, this is what we've been doing. We went down, we got a buttload of coal, a little bit of redstone, a bit of gold, and a little bit of lapis. I didn't find any diamonds, and I skipped over every single piece of iron that I could find, because, well, let's face it, it's not worth the damage to my pick to actually mine it. It'll waste coal, it'll waste a lot of stuff. So, we got our good luck charm here. We're going to place this all down and break it, but I'm not going to do that on screen. I'm not even going to do that, like, as far as you guys know. Just, that's what we were doing. We were taking some calm down time, and I noticed how long I've been recording. So, it's that time, guys. It's going to be the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. I feel like we got a bit done. I mean, the nether's now much faster to travel around in. We've got a lot of extra compressed ice now. We've got the glass all the way around the ocean temple, way over there. So we can start putting some sand in there probably next episode. And I also want to get this done. Now, I don't know if I told you guys, but I want to put a boat in here, like a big old boat. I was originally going to do a Zeppelin on my live streaming world, which is what this was going to be. But my net's garbage. But anyway, I was going to do a Zeppelin, so I'm just going to cut the balloon top off and throw in a boat right here, the boat that was at the bottom, because I really liked it. So I'm going to put the boat there so we can get the nether portal off of that random stone thing that it's on. And we can actually get this place looking a little better. Not to mention, this right here is just going to be for farms and stuff. It's not supposed to be a base at all. And I still have to finish his arms. We've got a lot to do. We've got a lot to do. But, like I said, that's all for another time. This has been all. I hope you guys enjoyed. And I will catch you next time.